Alright, we should be good and going now. Alright. Alright everyone, today for the month of July, we are doing Galarian backports. So, today we are doing Articuno. This thing, I've compared it to regular Articuno. Our base stat total is the same, but what I've noticed is that compared to regular Articuno, we lose some of our defense and special defense, and it's given to our special attack and a little bit to speed. So Galarian Articuno is basically a better special attacker and slightly faster. But honestly, the lower defenses may not even matter because Ice and Flying was already a pretty bad typing, but Psychic and Flying is just a way better typing. No 4x weakness to Rock. Like, that was really bad for Bruno when I did Articuno, although that does need a redo at some point. Alright, let me change that up. Game Hook. Oh, I need to refresh the overlay. There we go. Oh, gotta make sure the chat window is showing. At least it's very easy as just selecting the window. I don't have to resize it or anything. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, it looks like Articuno. It was literally in the title, Galarian Articuno. Okay, let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Also, if the background music seems quieter, I am really trying to avoid more copyright claims, because the amount of copyright claims Steve and I have been having from the in-game music has been really high lately, so I'm seeing if lowering the background music fixes it. So it's probably going to be pretty quiet. Alright, so I think I should still train for Brock, because we are still weak to rock moves, but I remember when I did Articuno, I had to grind to level 13 just to have a chance against Brock, because his Rock Tomb would literally one-shot us. Like, I remember that. It was horrible. But I don't think this will be as bad. Although, like I said before, we do lose some of our defense. So, I think I probably should at least fight some of the bug catchers. I mean, at least with Psybeam, they should all be guaranteed one-shots. Yeah. Oh, especially the Lavender Town theme. My last stream got copyright claimed for Lavender Town theme. But Steve and I would look at the section of the stream that got claimed, and it was usually a minute straight. Like, usually, if I don't talk for about a minute, there is a chance I can get claimed for a song. So, I'm going to try my best to say something at least once every 30 seconds. Sometimes I'll try to do it shorter than that, but we'll see. Gust won't kill, right? Dude. Come on. I need some easy way to catch something. Okay. Also, I went with a modest nature, plus special attack minus attack. I felt like that'd be the best nature. Yeah, Axu, I was looking through my leaderboard. I don't have a single psychic type on my whole leaderboard. Like, I literally could not find a psychic type. Maybe there's something with a secondary psychic typing I forgot, but yeah, I just don't see any on here. I don't know, Chi-Yu's part dark. Maybe during the catching tutorial, I'll scan through it. Just say beep. Let's see. No. Alolan Muck is not psychic. Audino's fairy. Togekiss is fairy. Or I guess it was normal flying when I backported. Yeah, no, not a single psychic type. Oh yeah, Solgaleo Lunala. I do not have those on my leaderboard because I played those runs with different rules. Where I mandated round 2 of the Elite Four, and I had to play on 4x speed, so it wouldn't have been a fair comparison. I would have to replay them, but that would have been me doing a third playthrough, so I'm just not going to rank them at all. Actually, then again, if we end up moving first before the Onix, like, what's going to happen is that the Onix will prioritize Rock Tomb, so I think I should just go for Brock right away. I mean, I'll probably level up on the Geodude. Actually, well, I definitely will after this guy. The Onix has 23 speed, I believe. Might be 24, I don't remember. Okay, grab the potion. Go through this place. Alright, so let's just go face Brock immediately. Yeah, Psychic is pretty, even in the remakes, it's pretty OP, just because there's, like, no dark types. And, Magnemite are the only thing that resist us, besides other Psychic types, of course. Like, I remember in Gen 1, our biggest weakness as a Psychic type was other Psychic types, just because we couldn't damage them for much. 22. Oh, it's 24, okay. So if I'm slower, Brock is way less likely to go for Rock Tomb. He will still go for it, like that, if he detects a kill, and holy crap, I just lived at 1 HP. Okay, that was pretty dang close. And it wasn't even a two-shot either. Like, I have a plus special attack nature, so that's pretty much the best we can get. Maybe level 10 might have been worth it. Like, just tank the Rock Tomb. And, well, the problem is we'll get hit a second time, I'm worried about. I think I'll still go for this strat in the next run, but it is worth remembering. At least save for him. Plus, at least with the background music not so loud, like, I'm not really talking as loud as I used to. So the stream probably sounds better. It couldn't have gotten closer to 1 HP. No, it did not. It's a good thing I didn't go minus defense, otherwise that would have KO'd. And here's the thing, if that was Articuno, Onyx would have Rock Tomb turn 1 just because it detected the kill. So yeah, our regular Articuno was quite bad at Brock. Actually, I think of the three, Moltres was actually... no. Moltres, I think... or no, Articuno was the best. It's hard to remember. I did those runs such a long time ago. You know, I'm slowly getting second runs of all the games, or all the runs that I've done. I've fully cleared out Pokemon Black, and I'm like Pokemon number 2 or Pokemon number 3 into White version 2. I've already re-ranked Zoroark and Kyogre. I'm re-ranking Persian right now. I'm just doing those first just because I wanted to play some newer gen runs. And honestly, those runs had the most improvements I could make just because you guys remember my first playthroughs of Gen 5, right? The average reset count was like 25. Like, I knew I wanted to do the games that could have the most time potential. Oh yeah, they were all bad. They all started with Peck and one of their elemental moves at 40 power. Powder Snow, Ember, and Thundershock. Newer gens. Don't say that. I mean, I said newer. I didn't say newest. I mean, technically Gen 3 is newer than Gen 2. Like, I'm still correct. Oh yeah, I remember Zapdos specifically. It was horrible. They will still have Brock problems, because they are all... Actually, no. I think only Articuno and Moltres are part flying. I think Zapdos is, what typing is Zapdos? Is Zapdos fighting flying, or... Are they all part flying? I can't remember what Zapdos' typing is. For Galarian form. Fighting flying. Okay, so Zapdos would actually have the easiest time, because he'll only take neutral damage from Brock. The other two will be weak. I mean, at least it's not their Cantonian counterparts 4 times weaknesses. Like, those ones were horrible. 7 hours of cutscenes. Okay, I will say, Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield are not as bad with the cutscenes as Gen 7 was. Like, Gen 7 was really bad. Just because, like, you could barely move, like, 5 steps. At least you can go whole routes without cutscenes. Plus, I think Gen 8 introduced a skip cutscene option. It does skip all cutscenes, but you can enable it. SD doesn't make sense to do right now. Yeah, that's the main reason I didn't choose to do her right away. I mean, we don't even get Water Pulse. Like, if we need Water Pulse, then I would get it. But yeah, no. But in terms of Secret Power, I am really not sure if Secret Power is needed. I mean, then again, we need something for Misty. And I'm not going to use a resisted Psybeam. So, actually, wait. Gust is 40 power. Same type attack bonus that's 60. Because it's 50%. Secret Power is 70. So, Secret Power will be 10 power stronger. But it can have the chance to do second effects like paralysis, so I might actually get it, honestly. Yeah, I'll get it. So yeah, my over-under is definitely quite high, but I remember in the last run, I kept really overestimating Pokemon, so I'm going by a new rule. Whatever I think the over-under is going to be, I'm going to add 10 minutes to it. Like, I originally was going to put 105, and I'm like, alright, gotta put 115. I'm just wait, like, as soon as I finish, it's going to be like a 112, or something like that, and I'd be like, yep, that was a good decision. Man, I haven't had a run where I need to get the Versus Seeker in a while. It's always just been at 0. Because when you get the Versus Seeker for the first time, you have to charge it up first, so it always starts at 0 steps. Downside of Galarian birds that they don't have much coverage. Yeah, I kind of noticed that for Articuno specifically. It's mainly Psychic moves by level up, and the TM moveset, like, it gets Calm Mind, but, like, our only special options are Psychic moves. I mean, Shadow Ball is not special. We don't get any electric or ice moves. We don't get Fire Blast. We don't even get Ice Beam. So, I don't know. It's kind of a double-edged sword. Because Articuno got Water Pulse and Ice Beam, but it didn't get Calm Mind. Honestly, I think my final moveset might be like Psychic, Calm Mind, possibly Recover, and Substitute. That might just have to be my whole game plan. Like, set up some Calm Minds, a Substitute, heal if needed, spam Psychic. Like, it's... Oh, yeah, it's kind of a foolproof strategy, honestly. Like, because what is Psychic not going to be able to deal with in the league? The only thing I can think of is the rival's Alakazam. But I can see Lorelei giving us problems because... Oh, nope. You all saw nothing. I really wish when I ran the DS games, I have to do it in BizHawk, because BizHawk is the emulator with GameHook support. BizHawk does not have a rewind button. If it does, I can't find it. So, if I made a mistake like that in one of my Gen 5 runs, I literally had to start the whole run over if I didn't save. Yeah, maxing out your power points on Psychic does go up to 16. The reason I know that is because, here's a little trick. Moves with 5 PP go up to 8, 10 goes up to 16, 15 goes up to 24. So it effectively, like, goes by 8. 8, 16, 24, 32. That's kind of how I remember it. Also, hello, Jesse Tritt. Should get some PP ups too for Psychic. Normally, I like to keep Psybeam over Psychic for PP, but for this thing, I don't think that's a good idea. I think just get the PP ups in Psychic. Also, I need to think of, like, am I going to want to buy any vitamins? Been a while since I can catch a stream. Have you been at a stream? Like, I don't mean to offend you, but I just can't remember unless you've changed your username recently. Yeah, I'm getting rid of confusion for extrasensory. Oh, extrasensory I might want to hold on to, because Psychic is only 10 extra base power, but extrasensory does have a chance to flinch. Because they gave this move a ridiculous amount of power points. I don't know. Been almost a year. That's probably why I couldn't remember. But yeah, welcome back. Okay, got to... So were you mainly just, like, watching the VODs, or just took a break from the channel in general? But either way, welcome back. I don't think so, friend. Substitute, Recover, Combine, Psychic, destroy the game. Yeah, you're probably right on that. Alright, how much does extrasensory do? About a third. Secret power. That is gonna get into heal range, and I'm dead. Yeah, I forgot to equip the Person Berry. Yeah, extrasensory is 80 base power. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if they ever changed that either, because 30 power points for an 80 power move seems incredibly overkill. Usually the moves that get that high amount of power points are moves like Ember. Maybe, like, Tackle. Tackle's got, like, 35 power... Or, no, it's... Yeah, it's 30 power point? 35? Man, I can't remember how many power points Tackle has. Yeah, it might be 35. Only in Legends Arceus. Oh, so only Legends Arceus it was nerfed? Actually, here's a weird fact. When I was making this thing's moveset, this thing gets Sky Attack at level 50. And, I looked up, Sky Attack, because I couldn't remember if it was 120 or 140 base power. Did you guys know in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they made Sky Attack 200 base power? Just for that one game? That's just insane. Also, something I did not know, Sky Attack has starting Gen 3, Sky Attack has a 30% chance to flinch, and it has a high crit chance, too. So, that does make the move kind of interesting. Don't think it's going to come useful, though. Gotta sell the nugget. Super potions. They made Solar Beam 200 due to the lack of Sunny Day. Dude, they made those games so improperly balanced. Like, oh my gosh. That's Chesto, Gary, Chesto. Oh, Pecha's up there. I thought Chesto was up top. Alright, don't need Brick Break. Save the game just in case, although I don't think I need it. It's Grass Solar Beam. Yeah, I mean, I thought, like, if they were gonna nerf it at all, they would nerf, like, the power points. Actually, they actually really nerfed recovery moves starting Gen 9. Starting Gen 9, all the recovery moves, like Synthesis, Rest, Recover, they all only have 5 power points apiece. I guess competitive players like that, because you can't just spam it. It is interesting. I do not play Pokemon Go, and I have never played it, no. Not really a fan of mobile games. Yeah, I healed twice. The only recovery move that has more than 5 PP is Wish. Ah, yes, the good almighty move, Wish. How excellent. I keep forgetting that I have my TM bag registered. Oh my gosh. Dude, look away. Thank you. Alright, how do you guys think Brock is gonna go? I'm not too sure. Or, not Brock, Surge. I think Surge will be just fine. Like, I think the Raichu will live, but it's probably just gonna waste its one turn with Double Team. Or if it does use Thunder Wave, that's fine. But, okay, 57. The thing's got 56 speed, I think. 53, okay. Double Team, okay. Oh no, not a Super Potion. Yeah, Surge is a chump, but he's definitely harder in this game than Red, Blue, or Yellow, all because of static. Like, the static ability makes Surge really annoying. Because you're almost always going to get paralyzed. Okay. Yeah, technically it was Gen 2 that Dig got gutted. Starting Gen 4, they realized they nerfed Dig way too much, so they went up to 80 power. Like, 80 power Dig seems like the appropriate transition from Dig to Earthquake. Like, a 100 power Dig was just too overpowered. I get why they nerfed it, but they nerfed it too horribly. Yeah, he's being carried by static, exactly. I mean, even in Heart Gold, like, he's still not that hard, but if you don't, he can still, like, in regular runs, like, he can pose the risk of, like, outspeeding your Pokemon, or, like, setting up with a double team. He can run that risk. We can learn Aerial Ace. I'll get it just in case. I think I should just teach it right now, honestly, because Extrasensory can definitely help for people like Erica. Honestly, do I really need Ancient Power? I don't see myself using this move at all. Ancient Power is just not a good move. fact that it has like 5 power points is just horrible. You may be thinking though, but its ancient power is good because it can raise all your stats. It's only a 10% chance. If it was like a 20% chance, I would see them nerfing it to 5 power points, but that means like on average, you're gonna have to use ancient power like 10 times, possibly more, just to get a single boost, and there's not enough power points for that. Plus the move itself is just awful. 60 base power. I played for like 3 days, couldn't figure out how to traverse the map. Isn't it called going outside and touching grass? I don't know how to play it. Oh yeah, good point, actually. It will help with Sabrina. Funnily enough, I actually don't need to bother getting Calm Mind from Sabrina. We literally learn it at level 30. So I don't have to worry about that at least. I realized I had to actually walk. See? There you go. I figured such. What, really? My repel ran out for 1 step, and I get an encounter. Great. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Beep. There, son. There, whoever it was that told me to beep. I just beeped. You know, funnily enough, the evolutions couldn't learn Dig until Gen 3. Like, in Gen 1, Pokemon like Flareon could have really, really used Dig. Because, it really did not have good physical offensive moves besides Body Slam. In Legends Arceus, Giratina's move Shadow Force, which is a clone of Fly, obscures the user, making it more likely to miss. If Dig was in Legends Arceus as a one-turn move, that lowers action speed and obscures the target. Evasion. I can see it as well be 60 base power. I don't know if this Max Ether is ever going to be useful, but if I'm ever, like, fighting these trainers in Rock Tunnel, and I'm, like, running low on power points for, like, extra sensory, for example, like, right here, I could use my Max Ether, so that way I don't have to heal at the center later. I'm gonna minute past this guy. Gonna use Max Elixir. I hate whoever put that rock there. Like, them putting that rock there means, like, I can't just go against the wall and go down. I literally have to go 1 spot over. Like, I hate whoever put that rock there. Lowering action speed on the user is like the PLA version of being a 2-turn move. I'm just really not a fan of how in that game your Pokemon can attack twice. Or the opponents can attack twice. Like, it just made some fights just really hard. Also, the path down to Cinnabar from Pallet Town. How would Aerial Ace help me there? That's my question. You know, I actually should have fought the Grimer Muck guy. Oh well. Alright, gotta get the PP up. I don't think I'm gonna end up teaching it, but you never know. Yeah, where I am, I'd probably have to go like 20 miles for that. Alright, gotta go get the other PP up. Get the nugget. Oh, I hate that. Come on. I don't know why I grabbed that. Like, I've got an issue with, like, trying to grab items that I don't need in first playthroughs. Alright, got the lift key. Gonna get the rare candy right over here. That, TM down by that rock grunt's actually frustration, but I do not see a single run where I'm getting that. Ah, dang it. Hey, Shadow. I have not done that in a long time. Honestly, I don't think I should have even bothered getting that calcium. Like, I think in the next run, like, I could probably try to cut a lot of time off this thing. Maybe. I'm doing okay. Do 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 do. You too, Junior. Don't. That's gonna probably upset Shadow. Alright, Onyx. One shot. That's good. What about Kangaskhan? Oh, less than half. It is really hard to two-shot that Kangaskhan without a super effective move. Really difficult. That thing is bulky as heck. I want to run it at some point. I mean, I know in Crystal, that Pokemon can get really good time if you do super risky strats. Like, if you guys haven't seen it, Scott did a video with Snowy describing his Kangaskhan run in Crystal. Its run was absolutely insane. Like, it's just the only way to get a sub-hour time in Crystal. You have to rely a lot on refusing to heal, doing tons of risks, get certain ranges. And Snowy was really good at the bike. Like, I remember throughout his whole early and mid to late game, he relied heavily on Mega Punch and Comet Punch. And he even admitted during his run that he probably had done like 24 attempts. Like, the Pokemon I put the most attempts in was the forbidden P-word Pokemon. But even then, like, I could probably get the time way better if I ever did it again. Which, I mean, I kind of have to at some point. Get rid of Secret Power. Snowy made a lot of risky plays. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't trying to, like, fill up, like, a leaderboard. Like, I think Kangaskhan's just, like, his favorite Pokemon. I think it was just his favorite, and he wanted to get a really, really good time, just push it. Essentially play the solo run as a Nuzlocke. Pretty much. Yeah, technically the save during Lance was mandatory, because the game forces a save. You know, Scott released a new Firered video today with the Golduck line. I've, a long time ago, actually did solo, I think it was Pokemon Red and Blue with a Psyduck line. I did it live at one point. It was such a long time ago. Like, the footage no longer exists. But, I remember Brock was bad. Like, I had to grind so much. Yeah, hope your first... I'm sure your Cyndaquil run will do pretty well. The Fire Starter's pretty dang good in Johto. Like, its main obstacles are just Whitney's Rollout and Chuck's Polygraph. I guess you could say Price's Dewgong, but in Crystal, his Pokemon do not have any water moves, so he just sucks. I guess Claire's Kingdra, too, could be a problem, but... Actually, when he mentioned the fact that, like, Golduck didn't get Psychic by TM, I actually knew that because we did Golduck in a Gen 1 randomizer before, and we looked up its moveset, and we were just completely shocked. At least they fixed it in Gen 4. I have done that kind of style with Silver and Emerald Snowy with two very good ones. I do know Austin did one. He did tell me not to tell anyone, so I'm going to avoid it, but I will say he did get a sub-hour time in Emerald, including Steven. I won't say what Pokemon it is. Even Phase Harkness Silver and Knuckles Silver Crystal. Since Harkness Silver, you can only get Thunder Punch by Move Tutor. Yeah, they locked away. Honestly, I kind of like that because in Gen 2, like, a lot of stuff just randomly got the punches, but there's a lot of other better moves to make up for those moves. Like, for example, Focus Punch is way better than Dynamic Punch. Like, Focus Punch and Attract on Red is actually pretty dang good. Because all his Pokemon are male. I don't know if I need it, but I'm just going to get Return. I probably don't need it. But for a first playthrough, you never know. Right? One disadvantage is, like, when I have to go fly to Celadon, I have to go up one space instead of just going straight left. I mean, I kind of don't want to do that kind of a really optimized playstyle. I just want to get through more Pokemon. Like, I want to get a run that I'm satisfied with, at least. Almost. I almost got that. I was one spot too high. Missed the max elixir. Oh well. Alright. I'm gonna do the tree strat. Oh my gosh. Well, there, I already lost time. Alright. Since my move variety is not going to be that good, I think I should get this now. I'm deleting Psybeam. I know going the other way around is slower, but if you're not good at, like... I'm really not good at, like, trying to cut through those trees. It's just something I struggle with. Really. And I know I'm probably never going to use Sunny Day, but it does learn it, so may as well get it. Do not need the Quick Claw for this. Don't need the Protein. Gold Teeth. Alright, so I think Koga might be the best bet to fight first. Hello, Kiwi. $48 PP on each sensory. Yeah, I honestly should use them. Okay, let me use a Calm Mind or two. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's honestly such a shame that, like... Galarian I'm just gonna say Articuno. Articuno's, like, level up coverage is just not good. Am I gonna die? Yep, I'm dead. Yeah, I didn't save before this, so I'm gonna have to rewind and give myself a reset. Yeah, that's the problem with, having only psychic moves. Koga's gym trainers can be kind of an issue. Alright, so I should set up a sub. Set up 3 Calm Minds and sweep. Yeah, it's just such a shame, like, Articuno doesn't get a better special move outside of psychic moves. There's just nothing there. Dude, Drowsy are still alive somehow. Also, am I gonna need training for the late game? Because the trainer up ahead with 2 Arbok and a Sandslash, he is a very good trainer to fight. Like, I think I should fight him. He is really a good idea to fight. I never got why the overworld sprites the characters in Gen 3 don't match up with their in-battle sprites. I think it's just because you have a limited number of pixels to work with. Like, I've done a lot of pixel work. It's not easy. Like, I've tried making a pixel art of an NPC trainer in a red and blue to, like, try and put it in the game. I scrapped it just because it looked absolutely hideous. Like, it's not easy doing that stuff. Because you have such a small palette to work with. Alright, gotta use a substitute. Sludge. Calm Mind. Alright, I think +1 should be enough. Let's see. Nice. If it one-shots the muck, it does one-shot everything else. Well... No. The muck has more special defense than Weezing, so if it one-shots muck, it will one-shot the rest. Psychic? No. Yeah, that was my 4th gym. Alright, got 2 PP ups for extra sensory. Gotta go heal at the center. I will go... Honestly, I think in the next run, I should probably fight Erica before Koga. Because having the extra level will definitely help. That's not just in 3. It also happens in Sinnoh sometimes. There are girl Berkeys in Sinnoh, but they don't have a unique overworld sprite, so they use the Ace Trainer overworld sprite. Do they really? Oh yeah, you're right. I do remember that. Theoretically, if I wanted to get away from the execute, I could actually go around through the trees and just fight the other trainer, but nah. It's fine. Alright, Victory Bell, one shot with extra sensory. Tangela, one shot with extra sensory. File Plume, one shot with extra sensory. There we go. It's a 3-shot sweep. Alright, it's a 1-shot sweep. Gotta go do Sylph now. I forgot the T. Yeah, I don't do that often, but it still happens more than it should. Yeah, I think BDSP still had that issue. The female bird keepers look like the female ace trainers. Alright, PP up. May as well just use that. There, 48 extra sensories. Alright, so there's no good TMs here I want. Plus, I don't think I need the 10th floor rare candy. I might just go straight to Rival 5. I will just get the Hyper Potion. They do? Oh. Oh, I guess I'm just misremembering. Oh, yeah, you're right. I remember now. I would laugh if they lasted. Well, I'm not gonna find out. Wing attack? At least I can survive a wing attack through a substitute. You know what? If this thing doesn't have Feather Dance, there's literally no risk, although Whirlwind can be an issue. Alright. I'm not worried about the Alakazam because the Alakazam literally does not have a good move. Its only move is Future Sight. Extra Sensory, will it one-shot? Yeah. When they said Faithful Remake, they meant Faithfully Bad. It was equally flawed, but they actually cut half the crap Neo Geo game like TM27. That's what you think of when you think of Sinnoh, TM27. I mean, I like the move, but I can understand why they got rid of it. Like, a free 100 power normal move with no downside, it's kind of broken. Oh gosh. Are you guys really still gonna have BDSP talks after I did that whole Nuzlocke for 7 weeks? I'm not gonna say anything more on it, because I pretty much said everything. It's broken for normal types of... Yeah, normal types, it's really, really broken. I know, it's just funny, like, how even though I did that Nuzlocke over 7 weeks, you guys still can't stop talking about it. I just find it kind of funny. Like, I only ever bring it up whenever other people mention it. Okay. Sabrina. Auto Gen 1 through 3 Hyper Beam. True. I think, like, set up a... I think I should just sweep with Aerial Ace and see what happens. Okay, one shot. So far, so good. That lived. Doesn't surprise me. Mr. Mime has pretty good defense. For a Psychic type, at least. Okay, level 39. Venomoth. I should have used Extra Sensory. Gen 5 is not a flawless game. Like, if anyone tells you that a game is flawless, they're lying to you. Every game has flaws. Every single one. I can find any game and point out at least 5 things wrong with it. Like, I love Gen 5 is my favorite, but at the same time, it does have flaws. Like, for example, in White version 2, I really hate Pokestar Studios. Like, in the main story, it's just a huge waste of time, and, like, no one ever does it. Like, who seriously grinded out Pokestar Studios? Like, whenever I do those repetitive runs, or, like, when people do playthroughs, they have to sit through, like, 20 minutes of that stuff. I meant no glitches. Oh, in terms of glitches, I guess the main thing Black and White in Black and White 2 had are visual glitches. Like, for example, you know, on the Sandstorm route, Route 4, whenever you encounter a wild Sandile, for a few frames, its jaw actually goes to the floor. I don't think they ever fixed that, too. It's still in there. Yeah, I should get this candy. No ball games lost. Like with Hearts of Silver, there's the level curve. Doesn't bother me much, but it's undeniably an issue. The only reason it bothers me is for casual playthroughs. Like, when you want to add new team members, especially later in the game, training them up to match the rest of your team is an absolute nightmare. I would say it wouldn't be as bad if the Versus Seeker was in it. Like, you can just rematch old trainers. If the Versus Seeker was in there, then I would think it's okay. Here's a question. Should I keep Aerial Ace or replace it with Recover? Because I want Recover for the League. Drop Aerial Ace? Yeah, I think so, because I only really needed Aerial Ace for Sabrina. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't go with my original estimation 105, and I just added 10 minutes to it. That might end up being the more appropriate one. Busted my balls for 18 hours to get to the Dragon's Den Dratini's. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I did it once in my Harkles playthrough, like casual playthrough a long time ago. I actually did that. I still have that Dragonite to this day. It was horrible. It's the reason, like, most people when they play Johto, they mainly stick to their starters, Gyarados, and some, like, early route stuff. They often don't replace their team members that late. Hello, Yokai. And Boss KO. Man, 18 viewers today. Welcome. I do not do round 2 champion in my normal runs. I only ever do those with exceptional, although we haven't really talked about doing a stream recently. He said he would come to me if he wants to do one. Also, was I just straight up sweeping? I really should have used the Calm Mind first. I wasn't actually paying attention. Yeah, that was my fault. Yeah, I was too busy looking at the chat screen. Oops. Okay. Don't suck this time. 1 Calm Mind, 2. I think 2 is all I need. My team and my Crystal Solar runs will be my starter in the HM Slaves. If you want an HM Slave, wait till the Ilex Forest. If you can, play it at night, because you can get Oddish and Psyduck in that forest. And when you combine that with Kenya the Spearow, you'll have everybody. Also, you know what's funny? You can dig out of Sabrina's gym in this game, but you can't dig out of Blaine's gym. Honestly, I would really prefer it if I could dig out of Blaine's gym. Lorelei might be a +6, honestly, just because of that jinx. But we'll see. Alright, do I need any extra training for the league? Because this is my final moveset. Honestly, it may have been worth it to teach Psychic and use the PP ups, because I am missing ranges right now. I don't know. I mean, 30 extra sensories compared to 16 psychics. If I use the psychic strat, I will need to ether more often. But then again, like, if some Pokemon take an extra turn, that should still be faster than using an extra center trip. I think Shadow said she was doing Crystal. Oh yeah, Flash too. Yeah. Bellsprout and Paris in that forest can also use Flash. You know what's dumb? Uh, Charmander? The Charmander line in Gen 1 cannot learn Flash. Even though it's got a tail that's on fire. Can't that light caves? Alright, I do outspeed the Dugtrio. Dugtrio's 103 speed, I believe. 105, close enough. But yeah, the Ilex Forest at night's a really good spot. I would love to get the Psyduck there in all my runs. It's just the problem is, I only go out of my way to hunt for it if I don't have a Bellsprout yet. Like, if I already have a Bellsprout, I'm not going to stay there and wait for Psyduck. Like, I'll hunt for the Oddish, but if I happen to get a Psyduck, it's a bonus, because my more consistent HM users are the Dratini for Waterfall, which oftentimes I forget to get, as you guys remember from those Crystal runs over the last couple days. Like, Steve and I just kept forgetting the Dratini, just because we were really trying to rush through. And, what else was I saying? Oh yeah, and for Surf, Strength, and Whirlpool, I just catch a Krabby with the Good Rod and Olivine, and it's a 55% chance. And the Psyduck in the forest, I think, is a 30% spawn. So it's kind of rare, but not too rare. Okay, I should use Substitute. But at least I got Calm Mind and Recover. Did I seriously just pull a Blaine and use Recover at full health? I guess I just assumed the Gyarados was going to attack me. Hydro Pump, Paralyzed, Cover. I'm gonna use another Recover. Okay. I don't know why Spearow can't use Cut. It should really learn Cut. I mean, at least the Spearow can give you a Farfetch'd in Gen 1, which does get Cut. Okay, yeah, I deserve that loss. I should have set up a substitute on the Pidgeot, but I'm just really not paying attention to my run as I'm doing it. Substitute. Oops. Set up on the Execute? Yeah, that's a much better idea, because it's just, I forget it can just spam Stun Spore all the time. Alright, let's try that. Substitute. Oh no. Oh. Also, for Monday, I won't be able to do a stream at the usual time because of my shift that day, but I am thinking of something, like, I wonder what some of you guys would think of a, like, of a morning stream that day, like something short, like 2 hours max. Like, I know I probably got some people over in Europe who really can't catch these and just have to watch the pod, but I'm curious if, like, there will be an audience for that, but I don't know what to do. Like, I'll be thinking of starting it at, like, what would the time slot be? Like, 10 o'clock? 10 a.m. Eastern? I mean, that honestly does surprise me Flamethrower did that much, because I'm not even Ice type. Okay. Oh. Hey, level 46 Onyx. That'd be 4 p.m. in Germany. I'm guessing that's where you're from. Or you're just doing some quick math. Well, I'm just thinking, like, because I've probably got a bunch of VOD viewers who can never catch around, because right now it's really late in Europe right now, so only the people who, like, either aren't working the next day or are normally just night owls. They're usually the ones who can stop by. I mean, I know NR151, he is a regular viewer, but only if I ever stream in the morning, like, which is usually Wednesdays. Like, on Wednesdays, like, 70% of the time he will be there. So I think some people would be fine with it. I just gotta think of something. You don't need to drop off your HM save for the champion. 3 extra sensory should one-shot it. Actually, with what's weird, with moves that raise multiple stats like Calm Mind, I've noticed the Pidgeot use Whirlwind after 2 of them. But honestly, +2 should be enough. Yeah, Yokai, that would explain how you're able to make it. But I know for, like, most other people, like, in the, US, like, most people will have, like, just gotten off of work for the day. So it's kind of a good time for them. But the earlier times might be better for, like, Europeans. Okay. Full restores. Don't drop off HM users. What's my level like? 45. Yeah, just save. I don't know if I'm gonna use rare candies. I'll just experiment. Just see how far I can get. Alright, use a turn 1 sub. Safeguard. Use the turn 2 hail. That was a crit, too. Okay, so I think I should actually, Oh, you've got to be kidding. Come on. Well, that was dumb. Yeah, a Lumberry would be a good idea. Good thing I got one. But that does mean I won't have it for Agatha, but Substitute pretty much makes Lumberry obsolete on that thing. I think for this Dewgong, like, I think I don't really need Substitute setup, because once I set up some Calm Minds, Ice Beam will not be doing much damage, and I have Recover. I think I am impressed it managed to freeze that many times. There's a reason Ice is commonly a late-game item. A late-game Pokemon, yeah. Alright, +4 should be enough. And, oh, really? That lived. Well, the Citrus Berry will put it at a potion range, so that's fine. This thing, will at least do half. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to use an extra Calm Mind.
Yeah.
Yawn. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, that's funny. I got froze, so it can't be put... I'm wondering, can it still put me to sleep? No, me being frozen canceled the yawn. That's funny. Okay, I need to use Substitute on this thing. Okay, extra sensory. Level 46. Jinx. Half damage, Ice Punch. Okay, this fight is kind of inconsistent at this level. Like, I still second tried it if you ignore that turn 1 freeze, but I think I should use all my rare candies in the next run for that fight. I don't really go out of the way for picking up candies. All the candies I pick up are, like, right on the beaten path. Actually, I kind of wish they made one of the starters Ice type. Ice as a starter would just kind of suck. I mean, its moves early game would be quite nice. But, like, it defensively, it's just an awful Pokemon. Alright, Rock Tomb isn't going to break it, will it? No. I just need time to set up one Calm Mind. So, for the starter, do you mean, like, a final evolution part Ice? Or, like, part Ice from the start? Like, I think part Ice from the start would be kind of broken. Like, imagine Grass Ice. It'd be 4 times weak to fire. I know, like, that's Abomasnow's type. Abomasnow is just one of the worst Pokemon ever. I hate it. Water and Ice would be okay, but not really ideal. Yeah. Alright, so for Agatha, she's mainly going to spam Double Team, Toxic, and Confuse Ray. Substitute really makes her easy if you have a setup move. Oops. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. But since it one-shot the Gengar, it actually does leave me with high hopes. It may not one... Oh, I need to use a substitute now, because I don't outspeed her second Gengar. Cover. Oh, God. That's not good. That is not good. Okay. So yeah, I need to set up Calm Minds on the Gengar. There is really no Fire Ice type. There needs to be one. Calm Mind 1. I think Calm Mind 1 is really all I need. See how it works out. But yeah, my lower level here is letting some Pokemon like the Golbat outspeed, but as long as I set up the substitute. Galarian Darmanitan Zen modes Fire and Ice. I always forget that thing even exists. Agatha is a grandma. Why is she in the Elite Four? Why? What do you mean? Like, what's wrong with older people working? You got a problem with that, Shadow? Alright, I need to use an elixir. I forget Galar exists sometimes, so I don't blame you. No, not Galarian. Yeah, I forget Galarian Darmanitan exists. I mainly forget Zen mode Darmanitan exists. I haven't seen the thing in a long time. So, just sweep with Calm Mind. Because the Gyarados really is not that threatening. I think I'm going to want +5 to one-shot the... Okay. That was a bit risky. He only uses Hyper Beam if he detects a kill. But, well, yeah, when he detects a kill with it. Other than that, he really deprioritizes Hyper Beam, even if it would do the most damage. Just because he knows it's a recharge move. You know what's funny? The AI hates recharge moves, but will use 2-turn moves without a problem. Yeah, honestly, keeping Recover is just to make Lance consistent. Yeah, see, as soon as I got back to full health, he stopped using Hyper Beam. Alright, so yeah, +5 I think is what I need. The Dragonite has pretty good special defense. I forgot about that Aerodactyl. Okay, so I need a substitute up after I defeat the Gyarados. Yeah, actually, you got that before I thought of it. I didn't read your message. Elite Four is never actually said to be like the President in Congress, which means Agatha doesn't really count. She's asserting dominance over fighting types. The whole entire game is dominant over fighting types. Actually, have you guys ever seen the Dorkly video about Pokemon Rusty? Like, with, like, the godlike Bidoof? I think in that little mini-series, it's actually shown that, like, the Pokemon League is, like, the highest form of the government. It's like, they have, like, battles and stuff, but then on the side, like, they all talk about, like, business and stuff. But yeah, that was a pretty funny stuff. I could have used Substitute Tank Hyper Beam, yeah. Shadow, that channel is old. I've watched Dorkly since I was in probably middle school. Might have been early high school, I don't remember. Dude, my HP is so low, Dragon Rage breaks my substitute. That's kind of an issue. Okay, I do need to use my rare candies for Lance. Yeah, 90 HP, but I am a low level, so yeah. I don't think use my rare candies for Lorelei. I need to use them at Lance. Just because I need my substitute to be able to tank a Dragon Rage. 56. Honestly, if my original 105 would have been a much better prediction, because I decided to add 10 minutes, but yeah. Really underestimated it this time, but I have a problem with overestimating. You can just candy Lorelei. That might also work, yeah. Alright, so I guess at this high level I only need 4. Okay, just used Bite. You know how mad it would have been if that got an Omni Boost? I would have been pretty upset. Alright, so here's the question of the decade. Will Extrasensory at +4 knock out Dragonite? Okay, I was worried it would have lived at red health, but yeah, it does. Alright, gotta use a full restore, elixir, save. So yeah, this thing is I don't think this is gonna get first place, but it could probably break the top 5. We'll see. Alright, so I gotta use a substitute. Calm Mind. You know, it's so annoying that Recover does not recover your substitute's HP. But I guess then again, that would be kind of broken. Dude. Alright, +2. We're working with +2. Honestly, I think the reason they did it just, like, based on your move's type was just because, like, I do have Keen Eye. That is a fact. Oops. You know what's dumb? Like, I even knew we did, because I looked at the stats and ability before the run started, so I should have known better. So yeah, the Pidgeot was pretty much free setup, because I don't even use physical attack. Oh no, not Future Sight. You know, I think in the next run, I might actually deposit my HM users, so that way I can get to +6 on Pidgeot and one-shot the Alakazam. I don't think it's going to one-shot Exeggutor, though. Yeah, I don't think a +6 might have been able to barely do it. Honestly, I kind of want to try it. I mean, he's pretty much not going to heal anymore, so I probably shouldn't do that. Oh, I outspeed it. Nice. 1 hour, 25 seconds. Recover set to regenerate your cells. I don't see how that'd work on Substitute. That's a good point, yeah. So yeah, hour 25. That is a very good time, and the run was honestly kind of bad. Alright, so the ability and the nature I went with, Modest, it's definitely the right nature. Like, I barely used it at all, but I mean, the only physical move I ever used was Aerial Ace, and Aerial Ace was mainly to deal with Koga's gym trainers. Well, even for them, Aerial Ace did not do that much. So yeah, I'll do Erica first, and then for the one drowsy guy, like, Aerial Ace just isn't the best move for it, because, well, maybe if I set up a combination of Substitute and Aerial Ace spamming, it could work. But yeah, I will get Aerial Ace, and then I'm not going to get Psychic over Extrasensory because of the power points, so I don't have to heal as much. I mean, there were some Pokemon that could have been one-shots, but the amount of time I save from not needing to heal, it balances that out. So yeah, let's go ahead and get run number 2 underway. Oh, I don't need to delete my save file. There we go. I had a save state. Oh, right. Secret power for Misty. Yep, it's okay. I used 2 physical moves. Alright, so let's go ahead and make a new poll. Actually, I'm thinking of making this, will I get top 5? Will Galarian Articuno get top 5? I need at least a time of 53-51. Because 53-52 would tie Archeops. It would be yes and no. I doubt it. I mean, I just have the poll up. Somebody might think we can. But honestly, an hour real time with 10 resets, that's kind of an impressive time for how bad that run was. So once I optimize it, it may have a chance. But besides, like, instead of thinking like over-unders, I just think, do you guys think this will get top 5? Alright, let's get this started. Plus, the good thing about loading the save state, I don't have to refresh any of my overlays or reload game hook or that kind of stuff. If this was Mega Mewtwo, why? Yeah, I didn't want to do that for the month of Megas. Alright, so what's the plan for Brock? I do want to go into him not outspeeding, but then again, at level 9, it was a 3-shot. And level 10, I would have outsped the Onix, so I don't know. Well, if he hits me with a turn 1 Rock Tomb, he'll deal like about more than half of my HP, but then on turn 2, he'll probably just use Tackle or something. But he might detect Rock Tomb as a kill. I mean, Shadow hates Mega Mewtwo. Honestly, I know more people liked Mega Mewtwo X, but I think Mega Mewtwo Y is like the more appropriate Mega. Well, at level 9 we would have had 1 more speed. So yeah, I don't know. What's better, like, going into him slower so he has less of a chance, or going into a higher level where we can guarantee the 2-shot, but we may get Rock Tomb twice in a row? I think it might be better to go in slower. Like, I'll go into the fight at level 8. I don't think so, though, because if I go in at a higher level, like, if I outspeed it, he'll go for Rock Tomb, and even though I'm technically slower than it again, my health is going to be low enough to where he detects Rock Tomb will kill, so he'll most likely use another Rock Tomb. Like, that's kind of like the double-edged sword. Oh, because I know, Shadow, you always freaked out over Mega Mewtwo. I remember you always did. Or was that somebody else? No, I'm pretty sure it was you. Alright, 22 speed. So, yep, the Onix has 24. Alright, so I don't need to fight anybody else. I did forget Rattata and Pidgey. I've got a problem with doing that in second runs. So, I guess my Misty Split's gonna be... I guess my Brock Split's gonna be artificially quick, and my Misty Split's gonna be artificially slow. So now I'm gonna have to go catch the Spearow in Paris. I mean, catching the Spearow in Paris isn't that bad, because in Firered and Leaf Rain, the middle floor with the narrow hallways, they have a 100% chance to spawn Paris, which is really nice, so it's not going to be that bad, but that is kind of annoying. Alright, gotta use that potion I picked up. Okay, that is not fair. I went down to save, but I double inputted to exit, and I started talking to Brock. Not what I meant to do. Wait, is Onyx Geodude gonna level me up? Okay, I speed tie. Wait. Oh, right. I think the Rock Tomb AI thing, I think it only prioritizes Rock Tomb if you're faster. I don't think it recognizes speed ties, so that actually ended up being the perfect strat. Just get to level 10 in speed tie. Or no, level 9 in speed tie. No, I don't need extra Pokeballs. Maybe I should. You got less speed EVs? Probably. I think it's because I fought less wild Rattatas. I think I ran away from them. Okay. Beep beep. Well, I'm about to run out of Psybeams. I'm gonna need to use some Confusions. So I'm hoping Gust isn't gonna knock out the Pidgey or Spearow, but I'm pretty sure it will. So I'm just gonna have to YOLO ball those. I wouldn't mind a... Well, I wouldn't mind a Mega Charizard Z. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to YOLO it. I don't know, I like Mega Mewtwo. Especially, like, Mega Mewtwo Y in Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think it was pretty cool. Or, like, Mega Lucario. Alright, so get the rare candy. Do not use an... Well, my Repel's gonna run out right here. So I'm gonna use another Repel. The Repel usually runs out, like, by the time I'm near that Rocket Grunt. So I'm gonna have to do this. Alright, 7 Pokeballs. I didn't know how to make my Lucario even more handsome. Oh, God. Alright, second try Paris. Nice. Dude. Honestly, part of me thinks I should just start doing the Paris and Spearow instead of the Rattata and Pidgey, but I kind of don't want to because early game you can still damage them to catch them, plus they're on the same route. But I've had plenty of runs where, even though they're both a 50-50, I've gotten like 6 Rattatas in a row. Like, it's really annoying. I think what I should start doing is purposefully not staying in the route to catch the HM users. Like, I'll catch whatever pops up first, and then whatever I don't get, I'll have to catch it later. So, like, if I catch Rattata, but then on my way through, I don't get a Pidgey, then I'll have to catch the Spearow. Or if I find the Spearow, then I'll have to catch the Farfetch'd. Not the Farfetch'd, the Paris. I might just have to start doing that, just because staying behind in the route can definitely cost time. Man, just imagine Mega Arceus. Oh gosh, that'd be terribly broken. I mean, regular Arceus is pretty broken. Like, it's so broken, even though we didn't backport any moves. Arceus was at first place on our leaderboard for a while. I think it's third place now, because Infernape and Lunala beat it. I'm really impressed that Lunala beat it of all things, because its starting moveset isn't the best. If they really wanted to buff Mewtwo, they would have given it an item to make it stronger. Maybe some that gives it regenerative properties, like a buffed Leftovers. I can see that. I'm impressed that one shot. That was a critical hit, by the way. At Route 3, it's a 65% chance. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's more reliable. And the Paris and the Underground's 100%. But my main problem with those two is because Paris has a lower catch chance, and at that point, I'm usually a high enough level to where I can't damage them, so I'd have to YOLO ball. So, I think that's just that might just have to be what I do from now on, is just go through the route like normal. I'll catch whatever I get, but I'm not going to stay there on purpose. So, like, if I get one of them, I'll just catch the other one somewhere else. Or if I get both, then that's great. Well, then again, Shadow, Eternamax Eternatus exists. Steve and I plan to backport it to Gen 1 at some point. He thinks the run's gonna suck. Like, it's not gonna get first place despite its high base stat total. Because its starting moveset, if we backport to Gen 1, is gonna be like Lick and Sludge. Plus slow level up group too, so it may not perform first place mode. It can still be very good, but it won't be like first place territory. And we looked at its moveset, it does not get any of the Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast combo. It doesn't get any of those. It doesn't even get Psychic. 720,000. Because it's just the moveset absolutely sucks. Like if we were to backward to Gen 1. It's the full power of Arceus. And speed tiers out of whack. What? Oh man, I'm out of side beams. Alright, gotta use an elixir, potion, potion. Yep, secret power. You know, Axu, last week when I was doing my Firered run, I don't think you were there for the first run. I forgot so many things. Like, it wasn't funny. Like, I struggle without you here. Or at least someone reminding me of things. Yeah, Mega Argus would have 820. True. But, I mean, I still stand by the opinion that I thought Megas were too overpowered, but they did look real nice. Like, I'd be fine if, like, Mega Evolutions were, like, they should have been, like, a temporary form, where, like, you would Mega Evolve, and then for, like, 3 turns, it would stay that way and then revert. I didn't like Megas being permanent in the battle. Like, I felt that was too OP. Personberry. Now you're just reminding me of everything. Oh, so long, Ancient Power. Or I guess Gust. I guess Ancient Power gets to live a bit longer today. With the exception of stuff like Mega Beedrill, yes. I mean, I get that. I don't think they're gonna fix that, though. I think it's still gonna be a permanent, like, in-battle thing. I mean, at least they have the rule where you can only Mega Evolve once per battle. Plus, I know some Mega forms are kind of bad. Like, I know a lot of people talk about how bad Mega Garchomp is. I think I've heard someone say that Garchomp with a Life Orb would be better because it gets to keep Sandveil or Sandstream or whatever it was. I don't think I did Mega Beedrill for May. Yeah, I didn't. Because its backported moveset would have just been terrible. Like, I didn't want to do something terrible. Oh no, not disable. Mega Garchomp is bad because it's slower. Really? Plus, doesn't it get rid of one of its better abilities? I forgot the Personberry. Oh, shoot. Darn, no Omni Boost. It is going to Super Potion. Yeah, I deserve that. Doesn't help that I didn't save either. I reset too early. Yeah, I've got an extra reset on my counter. Does minus key subtract that? Yeah. Dude, a critical hit? Okay, this, Misty kind of sucks. Honestly, I think the main strat is just kill a Staryu with Ancient Power and hope for an Omni Boost. If not, then I need to luck my way with Paralysis. Darn. See why I hate the move? Yes. There we go. You know, despite the fact I got multiple resets on Misty and I had to catch the Paris, I'm only behind by 9.5 seconds. And in the first Brock split, I was 25.9 seconds ahead. That was from not catching the HM users, so if it weren't for me getting those resets on Misty or catching the Paris, like, I'd be ahead right now. Alright, gotta get the candy. Oh yeah, a lot of Kanto gym leaders are harder in the remix than Red, Blue, / Yellow. I mean, every gym leader is better than, like, Red and Blue. Well, let's think of, like, other games. Or other leaders. Let's compare to Yellow. Brock is harder in Fire Red. Misty's harder. Surge is harder because Surge in Yellow kind of sucks. Because he only has... There's no reason he should only have one Pokemon. and Erica. I I don't know, they're both kind of bad. I mean, in yellow, they're lower evolutions, but higher levels. I don't know. I still think Fire and Leaf Green is harder, but they're both kind of easy. Koga? That's honestly a tough one. A lot of Pokemon that I've done backports have had problems with Koga, but yellow Koga is definitely a pain, but then again, instead of coughing, muck, and wheezing, he has 3 Venonats and a Venomoth. Like, I don't know. I mean, in Fire Red Leaf Green, you can't even use ground-type moves on the Coughings, so Levitate does kind of help. I could use a Cherry Berry. I mean, it's not like I use one anywhere else. Nice. Thank you for looking the other way. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think yellow or Fire Red Leaf Green Koga is harder? Like, for a normal solo run. Like, think of, like, the average Pokemon. On Tuesday, I'm gonna record more Pokemon Fire Red. Speaking of which, I hadn't done so in a while. Yeah, I'm pretty late. I'm taking a hiatus from edited content just because I don't enjoy it anymore. I do want to go back into it, though, but not until, like, I can get the quality to be better, and make it less work at the same time. Just because the way I make it now, like, I just don't like the final product. I just don't like it. Yellow Koga for sure. Yeah, it's kind of tough. Because I've had a lot of runs struggle at Koga in this game, but so is Yellow version. Honestly, Gen 1 Sleep makes Yellow Koga brutal. Honestly, Koga's Coughings in Red and Blue do suck. His Muck is like the only thing that's hard. I'll give it to Yellow. For Sabrina, definitely Fire Red one's harder. Because Sabrina does not need a level 50 Abra. Like, that's just stupid. I mean, Flash is annoying, I get it, but most Pokemon can one-shot the thing. Or just get free setup with Swift. Like, if you learn Swift for Sabrina in Yellow, you effectively have a free fight, because you can infinitely badge boost. Fire Red Koga's trivia with Substitute. That is a good point, yeah, so Yellow Koga's harder. So yeah, for Sabrina, Fire Red one's definitely harder. For Blaine, that's kind of a tough one, honestly. I kind of want to say Fire Red because his double Intimidate really, really hurts. Because, like, even if you're, like, the only Pokemon that really don't struggle with Blaine in Fire and Leaf Green are Pokemon that are water types. Like, you're not even safe if you use, like, ground moves or rock moves just because of the double Intimidate. Plus, instead of, like, one Pokemon having Fire Blast, all of them have Fire Blast. I think Fire Red and Leaf Green Blaine's harder, but what do you guys think? Yellow Intimidate hurts physical attack. I see that water type struggle with Yellow Blaine. I mean, Yellow Blaine is still pretty good, mainly because his team is pretty diverse, like Ninetales, Arcanine, and Rapidash. The moveset's pretty good too. But honestly, the double Intimidate hurts a lot of Pokemon. But I don't know though. I think I've had more Pokemon get an easier time at Blaine than a hard time at Blaine. I don't know. It's kind of a tough one. It's a toss-up. Yeah, let's consider that a toss-up. There's no clear winner. Giovanni? Definitely Yellow version. Fire Red Leaf Green Giovanni is one of the worst gym leaders of all time. Yellow version's definitely the better one. So far we're at 2 yellow gym leaders, 1 and 5 Fire Red ones, and 1 toss-up. The toss-up being Blaine. Yeah. Oh, here's a better one. Red and Blue and Fire Red Leaf Green Giovanni. I mean, even though Giovanni and Red and Blue had a Rhydon, it couldn't even attack you most of the time. It had Horn Drill and Fissure, which would never work because of how slow it is, and its only attacking move was Stomp. So even though he loses Rhydon in this game, at least all his Pokemon have Earthquake, you know? And other bad moves like Scary Face and Body Slam, so... Yeah, Fire and Leaf Green Giovanni is way better, but Yellow Giovanni's the best. I mean, the Nidos having Thunder on their moveset is definitely a huge bonus. Yellow Blaine has better Pokemon, and would probably win if you pit them against each other. Yellow's Blaine leads with Ninetales, so the Intimidate doesn't hurt her as much since she's more special. That is true. What am I... Dude, my Repel ran out. I am not focusing right. Do I need to use this? Yeah, I do. At least he knows how to battle. True. You mean he doesn't use those turn 1 super potions? Okay, gotta max ether that. Yeah, I don't really like to use the bike in Rock Tunnel because just of how many randomly scattered rocks are everywhere. Kinda makes it hard to navigate. That's true, actually, and adds further to my point. Blaine Fire and Leaf Green is difficult knowing what to do. Yellow is good and he doesn't know what to do. Yeah, honestly, the fact that Yellow Blaine has random AI, like, I remember Scott said it makes it easier and harder at the same time. I mean, his Arcanine isn't going to spam Reflect on poison types, but it has the chance to spam Reflect on, like, just about anything. Honestly, I may just have to give it to Firered. Like, solely because, like, he knows what he's doing, and he has double Intimidate. Like, it's a very deadly combo to try and work with. Like, even if I were to run this game with, like, Golem, like, it doesn't matter if I got Earthquake. Double Intimidate hurts. Like, it's gonna let Arcanine survive anything. Unless it's, like, a Surf. Like, you have to be a Water-type Pokemon with Surf in order to make Blaine easy. But, like, in Yellow version, like, if you have the move Dig, like, the move Dig is really good for Bruno. Or, not Bruno, for Blaine. Because, all of them can get hit with Dig, and your attack doesn't go down at all. Alright, let's think of Elite Four members now. This is kind of fun, actually. Let's compare Yellow to Fire and Leaf Green. They're mostly the same. Alright, Lorelei, Yellow, or Fire Red? Some Pokemon in Fire Red, her Pokemon were just made worse. For example, I think the Dugong and Cloyster were made worse, and the Lapras, I believe, was made better. I don't know. Maybe stupid, at least I'm not trying to compare them to RB Blaine. Yeah. It's kind of a tough one, though, because you also have to take into account, like, Generation 1, like, I think the Elite Four tends to be way easier just because Mimic exists. Like, I think when we compare, I think we need to pretend the move Mimic doesn't exist, because being able to mimic Ice Beam off of Lance's Dragonair to sweep the rest of his team makes him really easy for a lot of stuff. So I think we just need to pretend Mimic doesn't exist. Like, if you were to do runs where Mimic is banned, who would be harder? Lorelei Gen 300%. Yeah, I think that's about right. Hiker Gen 3 since he's not the Hiker. Yeah. I mean, even if I'm spamming like a Psychic type, his fighting types have way higher special defense than special attack. Their special defense from Gen 1 effectively got tripled. So they can survive things. And they've got moves like Rock Tomb, and then like good fighting moves like Sky Uppercut and Mach Punch. Agatha, Gen 100%. Let me get back to you on that. I don't know, though. Like, Substitute does break Generation 3 Agatha, but Agatha in Gen 1, like, had more options because you could use ground moves, but just because of her random nature with, like, Confuse Ray and Toxic, I mean, who do I fear more to face? Fire and Leaf Green Agatha? Or Gen 1? I honestly fear Gen 1 Agatha more, so yeah, let's give it to Gen 1. And for Lance, I don't know. Gyarados, I might have to say Gen 1. Generation 1 Lance, his Gyarados has Hydro Pump. Like, Hydro Pump on that Gyarados makes fire types an absolute nightmare to run with. I might have to do Gen 1 Lance. But like in this game, his Gyarados does not have a water move, so it does make fire types a lot better to run with. Master of Chaos. Yep. Hey, how dare you burn me? It had good special. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Uh-oh. I don't think I saved. Dude, that is just ridiculous. No, I didn't save. Gosh, dude. I lost because of a burn. Should have extra sensoried. Yeah, I should have. I don't know why I didn't. I'm just not really focusing. Like, I'm trying more to just talk during the streams to avoid copyright claims, but, like, it just... yeah. Just becomes hard to do both. Oh, I think I was spamming A. I used Aerial Ace on the Kadabra, and I guess I Aerial Aced on the Charmeleon, which I guess makes sense. Yeah, that's what I do in my Alpha Sapphire streams, talk to the audience. Yeah, like, it's a skill I'm trying to work on. I mean, with the 2- or 3-way races we do, it becomes very easy because there's always something to talk about. Oh, dang it. I realized too late, you're not supposed to go that way in Firered. I always go up. But for some reason that time, I decided to go down. You know what's funny? At this point, like, I'm playing just as much Firered as Red and Blue. Even in Red and Blue, I actually started going up to the stairs instead of going down and around. Just because it's a habit from, Firered. Oh, yeah, the Mother 3... like, the whole Earthbound and Mother series, that music gets claimed a lot. Like, especially the... hold on. So yeah, I had to ask my sources. The boss... yeah, I did mute. The boss Sanctuary music and the Starman music from Earthbound, those love to get claimed. I actually tried to use one of those themes in a YouTube short once. It got claimed before I even uploaded it, so I had to take it down. Because they knew. For Lance, both Gen 1 and Gen 3. Yeah, I mean, they're both difficult in their own ways. Because the Gyarados, while it doesn't have a water move, it does have Intimidate right off the bat. So if you're trying to use, like, Rocks, it really does nerf moves like Rock Slide on him. Which can be issues. I don't know. We're kind of leaning into toss-up categories, but I still like to think Red and Blue Lance is harder. Because I remember with a bunch of Dragon types we ran, like Reshiram and Zekrom, they went through, like, the entire game without issues. And, yeah, the entire game with, like, no issues. And then they would get, like, 5 resets at Lance. Dude. Darn it. It wasn't a strike. Substitute in place of side beam. Yep. Oh. Alright, and this time, don't do Koga. I need to do Erica first. Okay. I'm kind of worried, like, the main songs that usually got copyright claimed during the Pokemon streams were the the Pokemon, like, main introduction theme and the trainer battle music. Like, for Crystal, I actually had to delete the Johto Wild Battle theme because it got claimed 3 separate times. Like, the same song, so I had to take it out. And for Let's Go, there were a few tracks I had to take out for that same reason. Alright, Erica. Don't need to heal. Oh, the Deoxys battle theme. I had to take that out a long time ago. I forgot about that one, but yeah. I still have its intro theme, because that's fine. It's the battle theme I can't have it, which kind of sucks. Its theme's actually pretty dang good. I mean, I have thought of doing these streams, like, instead of with the game's default music, I do, like, mystery dungeon music from across the different games, but I don't know. I haven't had any of those tracks get claimed. Not a single time. But then again, I haven't used them that many times. But I kind of prefer the music to match the game I'm playing, if possible. Like, I try to prefer that. Just because it wouldn't sound right. Alright, how much time we save? 1 minute 7 seconds, but then again, that's a bit misleading because I fought Koga first last time. Alright, now we gotta do Koga. I hate how they copyright everything, so you can't even use some music on the games you're currently playing. And you don't know anything. It's not just Pokemon stuff. My 3-hour Skyrim stream, that got 4 separate copyright claims for some of the music. Especially, like, the intro music to Skyrim, the Dragonborn song, that got claimed. Like, 4 different songs got copyright claimed. Like, I don't think it's just with Pokemon. I think it's with most games in general. Like, I think it's just any game that has a paid soundtrack. I should have spammed Aerial Ice on the Juggler, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, some games not so much, though. Like, there have been a lot of game music I've never gotten claims for. Like, I think all of the... I haven't done many Gen 4 streams, but whenever I did a Gen 4 stream, I never got copyright claims, so... I think a lot of the newer Gen music is probably safe. I think it's, like, the older stuff. +1. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely right on that end. Alright, so... Psychic? No. .8 seconds ahead. In order to get top 5, I need to save 7 minutes by the end of the game, which I honestly kind of doubt. Actually, I think things have gotten so bad. I remember hearing this one story that apparently some guys, a bunch of people's YouTube videos were getting copyright claimed for PewDiePie's old diss track, Bitch Lasagna, from like 4 or 5 years ago. Like, some company was copyright claiming it under his name, even though he himself said he never even copyrighted the song in the first place. He never copyrighted it because he wanted people to, like, remix it and stuff, but some random person was claiming it on his behalf. Which I think is kind of what's happening here, because in one of my Crystal streams, like, the trainer battle music that kept getting claimed, it literally claimed I was using a ringtone that somebody else made. Like, I guess somebody made and sold a ringtone based on the Gen 2 trainer music, and YouTube keeps thinking I stole someone else's ringtone. The AI will only use it if any of your stats are +3. I could have swore it was, like, if you have more than 3 stat boosts. So, like, Calm Mind counts as 2. That's kind of what I thought. Dispute, I tried that. Like, a lot of the disputes don't even get answered. Like, because how a dispute works, you dispute the copyright claim, then an email goes out to the person who claimed it saying you need to respond to this within, like, 30 days or something. I have some of my older streams that are still being eschewed. Or whatever the word is. Escrowed. Escrow? Yeah, sounds right. Escrow. So instead of trying to fight it at this point, I just take the one track I didn't like and just delete it, because the Firered track's got like 80 other songs in it. I don't mind taking out a single song. I just get tired of doing that. Yeah, I need to heal. I mean, did I get the Hyper Potion? Yeah. Good thing I always get the Hyper Potion. Yeah, there's a bunch of words, like, if YouTube detects it, it won't take your video down. It just makes it less likely to be shared in the algorithm. So, like, words like D penalty and, like, there's a bunch of other words. Like, it won't get your, like, YouTube does allow, like, a bunch of swear words in videos and titles now, but if it detects them, it will still recommend it to less people. So, that's why, like, a lot of the big creators, like, they'll, like, censor themselves just because they know how the algorithm works. I mean, Annie, it's not their fault. It's just if they say what the actual word is, like, the video just won't get recommended. It gets effectively shadow banned. I do not care. Let me guess, do you dislike every video where the guy says, "Don't forget to like and subscribe"? I know some people who hate that stuff. I mean, I always hold off on it until the very end, because you don't want to say that stuff at the start, because that usually drives people away. You want to say it at the end, because people who stick to the end are the most likely to subscribe anyway. So that way it doesn't annoy people. It's chasing the bag. Oh, okay. Sabrina is aerialist on everything since we've been off the one-shot. You know what? Actually, I have you in here. I really should start listening to you. So, Shadow, whenever John, like, makes his videos, does he still use... Is that your music he's using? I assume so. Dude. I mean, on the bright side, since you made the music, if someone else tries to copyright claim your stuff, you actually can say, "I actually made this." You don't need recover for blame. +2 or +3 clears it. I'd say so, yeah, unless I get, like, an unlucky crit or something. Alright, so I am actually going to skip the Scientist Braden Candy. Ooh, Wheezing. 32. That's a really low level from the original games. Don't need the Carbos. You know, fun fact, in the Kanto games, all the statues are actually the same. So if you light up one statue, it actually lights up all the statues. Why did I pick that up? They don't demonetize for cursing anymore. They used to, but they changed that policy, like, I'd say, like, slightly less than a year ago. They changed it. Actually, you know what was funny? I remember one time I did a Zelda randomizer on stream. The music I was playing was, it was some vanilla music from Zora's Domain. And, it got claimed because YouTube claimed someone copyright claimed me saying that I was using their remix, and I looked at the remix. It sounded 95% like the original song, which was very annoying as hell. So Calm Mind once, Calm Mind twice. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of misses. Actually, I don't know if you guys have seen this recently. There's this video by a guy named Mr. Epic. He mainly does Minecraft stuff, but he was talking about, like, all those Minecraft videos on, like, YouTube Kids. The stuff that they allow on YouTube Kids is absolutely disgusting. Like, people should not be letting their kids watch YouTube Kids. You're better off letting them randomly scroll the actual YouTube app than YouTube Kids. Like, it's awful. Elsagate. Haven't heard of that. What is that? Like, especially, like, those older, like, Minecraft animations, like Monster Schools, like the old ones. People started copying off of the original guy who did it, and the versions they made were just absolutely, like, just not appropriate for children at all. And those were allowed to stay on YouTube Kids, but the original creator, his channel was getting strikes for violating guidelines. It's like his 12-year-old like Monster School videos were getting taken down for breaking terms and service, but the stuff they allow on YouTube Kids from all those knockoff Monster School videos, the stuff they allow is just way worse. Only got 170 subs right now. Well, just keep up the work. I'm just saying, I didn't get my first 100 until like 4.5 years. It took a while. Yeah, Ax, you don't need to remind me about that. Like, that's how I've always done Giovanni's Gym in Firered. But yeah, I get what you're doing. Look at it. I'm still only at 214 friendship. Okay. I'm in a minute and 51 ahead. Okay, gotta use a potion. Yeah, substitute on the execute, yeah. I could set it up right here if I want to. It's not like it'll make a difference. Yeah, because I know for this fight, substitute does not break upon a single wing attack. Elskate was the thing that led to the Copa catastrophe. Horrible, sometimes concerningly clickbaity videos featuring Elsa and Spider-Man targeted towards kids. That sounds kind of similar to those, like, Monster School videos made by those, like, knockoff channels. I've seen some of the thumbnails for that stuff. Oh my god. Freaking horrible. It's a good thing I went for recover. Oh, dude, look. Exactly 0 extra sensories. So yeah, I better not encounter any trainers. Hey, look, Wild Mankey for good luck. Yeah, we're not all slow, bros. We can't use amnesia. It's the distant relative. Pretty much. But no, don't do that. You know what? That might actually be a better idea instead of rare canning before Lorelei. I mean, this is technically before Lorelei. Like, I always forget I can do that as a strategy. Alright, if I have any hope of, getting, hold on. If I have any chance of getting under a 53-52, I need to enter the league at 47 minutes remaining in order to have a chance. You don't need to? I don't know. Because I'm only going to have extra sensory for the Alakazam. I kind of want to deposit. Just because I want to do my full setup on Pidgeot. I mean, it doesn't take that long to deposit anyway, so I think I'm going to do it. Oh my gosh. Get the Lumberry for Lorelei. Alright, equip. Not the Helix Fossil. Alright, I saved the game 2 minutes and 54 seconds faster. But yeah, I will need to first try pretty much every league member to have a chance. Yeah, +4 sounds about right. I think it should be +4, +1, +3, +4. That was a critical hit Ice Beam. That is not helping. If we deposit mules, we can get to +3 and Pidgeot. Whirlwind will not do anything. Yeah, it will not even bother with Whirlwind at all. Yeah, +1 might just be enough. You're probably right. Cover. Then again, remember in the last run, Lorelei froze me 2 separate times. Do I outspeed the Jinx? How did... Okay, I actually got a clutch extrasensory flinch. The Jinx, I believe, is 113. Flinch. Okay, nice. Didn't get Yawn. Close enough, 110. Hey, Lumberry does help with the Jinx, too, at least. Alright, so... I think just substitute and Calm Mind and Sweep. Like, I don't need to save because I can literally just recover to get my health back. Yeah, Shadow, it's been nice to have you here. Was that a... Dude, that was a freaking crit. Not cool. Calm Mind. Okay. Sweep. Wait. Mach Punch. Never mind, hit. Bruno is still dumb. Well, then again, I double resist fighting. I don't think that would have one-shot anyway. But yeah, that was being definitely risky. I will need a full restore for Agatha. Yep. See, with extra sensory, I'm not needing to use elixirs. Alright, got a sub. +1. Hey, who mentioned Shadow Punch? Dude. Oh my gosh. You took off work today because you slept in late? Yeah, I wish I could do that. But then again, I'm not really the kind of person that sleeps in late. I consider sleeping until 7 o'clock to be late. They usually get up at 6. Yeah, this is going to be cutting it really close for 53, but it can definitely be possible. Yeah, Lance is definitely a +4 fight, I agree. Substitute for Aerodactyl, thank you for reminding me. I gotta make sure to have that up, because the Aerodactyl will outspeed. Alright, Max Elixir, save. This is not getting first place. First place is Mega Lucario with a 4840. So that just shows you just how good this thing can be. Right. So if it uses Dragon Rage a second time, he will go for... He only goes for Hyper Beam when I'm at half health. Like that. See? He's going to use it. 4. He will use a Hyper Beam again. Now I sub. And sweep. I always like how near the end of these runs, the credit theme comes up. It's kind of funny. Okay, but if you knew what I did last night, you'd kind of get it. I don't normally sleep late myself. Yeah, I mean, you did mention you take care of that child now, so it probably keeps you up quite a lot. Okay, full restore. Elixir, save. Yeah, I will set up to +6 for the Pidgeot. Honestly, this thing would need perfect luck to get sub 50. I don't even think sub 50 is possible. Maybe sub 151. Alright, so it looks like it's doing a quarter. Single recover. +5. Recover. +6. I'm sure it is. Wait, who outspeeds me? Well, definitely not the Rhydon. I was thinking the Arcanine has extreme speed, but oh wait, I always face the Charizard team in my runs, so I never see the Arcanine. Oh, I am speed tied with Charizard. Crud. Never mind. 5205. I improved a lot in that league split. My save at league split was 254 faster. My end is 8 minutes and 20 seconds faster. I somehow saved 6 minutes in the league. I think it was because I had a lot of resets. I did first try everyone in the league except for Lorelei because I got crit with Ice Beam. So yeah, this does make it top 5. Hey, Axu, you doubted me. Alright, let me go ahead and update this leaderboard, and I will show you all what the result is. Man, how long is it going to be until we find something that's worse than Slitherwing? I really don't know. I really should pin the level my game hook. 56. Man, that is low. 4 resets. 5205. A game time of 225. That's the Psychic type Cantonian experience. Yep. Pretty much. Oh, I am going to edit something with my leaderboards. The real-time 4-time speed estimation. I have it decreasing the time by 25%, but instead, I'm actually going to decrease it by 20%, just because at higher speeds, the game could lag more, making it a more conservative estimate, but that really isn't going to mess with things too much. Alright, so let's go ahead and sort this, see where it is placed. There we go, 4th place. 5205. It beat Mega Ampharos and Archeops. Like, Archeops was impressive, so Articuno actually broke Arceus out of the top 5. It was still slower than Mega Blastoise, Porygon Z, and Mega Lucario. I mean, the game time was still pretty good. It was a lower game time than Mega Blastoise. But then again, that could have been just because of resets. Slitherwing is good and Scarlet Violet, but bad in Leaf Green. Its typing is just awful. when you backport in Cosmog, when someone donates $100,000, I will backport Cosmog. That effectively means that is not going to happen. Anyway, that was a really nice run. Hello, Andrew Palmer. Wonder if Galarian Zapdos will be better? Well, you'll have to wait till next week, but if I had to guess, my answer is going to be no. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. I don't know what the schedule is going to look like for next week, but Monday, you may expect an earlier stream in the morning. We'll see if I go through with it. I'll see you all later.